Hi. So I'm going to work last Friday night, about 8:30, 8:40, and I'm on a dark road, about 3 miles away from home. And I see a flash. I look down, and my motorcycle's on fire. That's not a good thing. I don't know how many of you ride motorcycles, but that's one of the last things you ever want to see is your motorcycle on fire while you're on it and while you're driving. And I pulled over to the side of the road very quickly. There wasn't many cars, so it was safe, but it was dirt shoulder, so I had to pull over quickly but very safely. Got off the bike, got some water bottles out, and by that time the flames were out. And I surmised that I had probably a fuel leak fire. Well, turned out to be not a fuel leak fire, but electrical fire, and I'm going to show you the results of that and what I did to repair the motorcycle. Thanks a bunch, and hope you enjoy this short video. You can make it shorter by not watching it too, just so you know you have the choice. Bye-bye. So here we are, what I found underneath my seat. This connector connects the stator to the rectifier regulator. And it turns out this is a common issue. Connectors that aren't taken care of very well build up resistance and they burn up. It's a known problem. Luckily, a couple of my friends had seen my Facebook postings and they gave me some feedback. Here's a good view of it moving around. 3 wires on one side come from the stator, or the AC voltage generator from the engine. Goes into the connector, and then on the other side of the connector, these 3 wires go into the rectifier regulator combination, which helps generate DC voltage to charge the battery on the motorcycle and power whatever accessories you have on. You can see it's right under the seat, clumped up with a bunch of other stuff, and very hard to work with. So there's the wires. The connector has been cut out. And there's the wires that have been burned pretty well. The wires have shrouds on them. Those shrouds have to cut back so I can expose more wire. These are the Anderson connectors that I'm going to use. These are very popular in what we use in ham radio. I decided instead of just taping them together or soldering them together, I was going to put connectors in case I ever want to diagnose the motorcycle for some reason. So first order of business, get those wires in good shape, cut back some of the housing or the shrouds, and then you could see I exposed more wires, better wires, not burnt wires. Now I'm going to trim them so I can put the terminals on for the special connectors, and I'm going to start doing that pretty much now. And there's there's 3 terminals on one set of 3 wires. Those terminals actually push into those plastic connectors. And now I'll finish off the other 3. Very tight area to work in. And a couple of my friends, Andy and Derek, who've had experience with this kind of stuff, let me know how to wire it up, and I could bypass that connector altogether without harming the motorcycle. I did see a video that Derek sent me that actually helped me check out the rectifier, making sure voltages were correct and in certain directions. And there's the connectors. Now the connector is going to be applied onto the bike. And there's the finished product. 3 sets of connectors all plugged into each other, and came out very nice. What I'm not going to show you is what I did to protect that. I put electrical tape around them, all together in one bunch, right around that, and then I put electrical tape in the other direction to hold it. So replace the shroud and all those connectors underneath the seat under the protection of a shroud. And that's about it. I went for a ride, made sure everything was good, nothing heated up, and it was in good shape. By the way, fire extinguishers, they can be your friend. Make sure you have one handy. Bye-bye.